Hold on to your vinyl. It's Prog Hat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I've been off the Labor Day weekend and enjoying my time off. Kind of went through some things here recently that were just frustrating, but that's just the way it goes. And it's great to have music to be a therapy to break away from the insanity. All I really got to say about that is things will all work out. I'll be all right. So, towards the end of August, I did get a few new records, not much, which I'll show here. Um, Three new records, and then a record that I just wanted to share my thoughts a little bit on. I'll probably do a little bit more of a review on it later on, but an album that I really have enjoyed even to this day. An album that I remember me and my brother used to listen to quite a bit and really kind of like study the album and the songs on it. And the record that I'm talking to about is here's one I've been listening to a lot. I'm sure everybody knows this album very well and has it in their collection, and I'm sure there's a lot of Led Zeppelin fans. I'm talking about Physical Graffiti, which I say is a double album of greatness. I just love this album from beginning to end. I love the tracks, the way they put them on the record from side one to side four. And I've always noticed that whenever I pick this up used, it seems like side three and four seems to be everybody's favorite. It's a very well played side. I think Led Zeppelin did a lot of stuff here. Lots of music genres are in here. You get heavy rock, blues, prog, psychedelic, country, folk. And I'm a big fan of Zeppelin doing acoustic stuff. I really like bands like that from my early days. Yes, Led Zeppelin, King Crimson, where they put in some acoustic tracks. And this album right here is really good. I really love a lot of the lyrics in a lot of these songs, especially the song 10 Years Gone, On the Wings of Maybe. I love that lyric line. What else can I say about that is that it's just an album that I don't feel like has songs that are just filler songs. No, they made a really good record here, and each song is in its class of its own. Later, I did find out something that I didn't know about it, but the song Boogie with Stu, I found out that part of the song of the lyrics, I don't want no tutti frutti, no lollipop. Well, come on, baby, let's rock, rock, rock. That part right here, and they give credit to it, is from those lyrics are from a Richie Valens song, which now I want to go get the album. I think the album is called Over Me or Over something, the song that they take the lyrics from. But now I want to go get me a greatest hits when I can of Richie Valens. I think I might have said Havens, but I mean Richie Valens, La Bamba. So yes, this is such an album that I love everything about it. I love the artwork. I remember me and my brother used to look at this album for hours and listen to it track by track and were inspired to write songs like this, or our own original songs. But this was very inspirational to me and him. So yeah, this has been I've been playing this quite a bit. I would have one other thing I want to say is one of my favorite psychedelic songs on here is In the Light. I love that part with the, I'm not sure if it's a harpsichord or clairvoyant part with those little notes. It almost sounds gospel, but yet classical. And it's just really done well. I love the instrumental guitar piece, which reminds me of my brother a lot. And I remember me and him used to listen to his side 4 quite a bit. Those songs just are such good rockin' tunes. I mean, great record. We'll talk about that one a little bit later on. Okay, now I'm going to move on to some of the pickups that I picked up towards the end of August. This one right here is a reissue, a 180 gram, and it's remastered by Bernie Grumman under the supervision of Joni Mitchell, and I am talking about one of her, what I consider her great records. Now, I like a lot of her albums. This one right here is The Hissing of Summer Lawns. I love the title. I love that they did a really good job replicating the art. But yeah, this album sounds fantastic. I just finished listening to it again. But in French, They Kissed on Main Street, Edith and the Kingpin, The Hissing of Summer Lawns, Sweet Bird, Shadows and Light. Lots of great guitar players on here. I'm hoping I'm saying the one guy's name right, the Robin or Ruben or something like that, Ford. And Larry Carlton, and you just have such great key musicians that really make their great contribution to the Joni Mitchell compositions here. Chuck Finning on trumpet, Bud Shark on sax and flute. You got James Taylor. You got Joni Mitchell on the Jungle Line playing Moog, an acoustic guitar. Really good record, one of my favorites. That is a recent pickup. One of my, like I mentioned, these records that I'm showing now after Physical Graffiti are my end of August pickups. This is the album right here. I just simply love this record. And I love the job that Verve, I think that's what they're done by, but I am referring to the album I forgot how to say it now. My daughter taught me how. It's Pharoah Sanders. Verve by request reissued this, and this record sounds phenomenal. Let me go ahead. I didn't know it was still in the, that I had put it back in the plastic sleeve. But look at the musicians on this record. Incredible. Then I noticed Bill, I've never been able to say his last name, but this guy right here produced a Who album and some Eagles records, if I remember correctly. But this is spiritual jazz. This sounds fantastic. It's awesome. I love it. It's spiritual jazz, free jazz, I guess you want to say. It just brought a lot of peace. Especially that when I was mentioning that I've been kind of frustrated about some things. But the tune Red, Black, and Green hit it of how I felt. Part of that music. And it just sort of like blew away. And then I got in a lot better mood. I'll put it that way. But some things, you know, it'll all work out. I'm not worried about it. But anyway, this is one of the recent pickups I got last month, and I just simply love it. Now I want more Pharoah Sanders records in my collection. I simply love this musician. And the last one was a nice used copy. I couldn't believe it because that someone gave it up so quick. I believe this came out in 2023. This is produced by Frank Zappa's son, Amit Zappa, and Joe Travers. But these are the sessions, or these are some tunes left or right after the hot rats. I guess these are like the leftovers. If I understood that right. This is the double LP. They sound great here. I love the jam rock songs, and I'm glad they're released. But I was trying to get here. My thought complete was, I wish these would have been either on some other Zappa albums. Maybe they have, but this record is really good, really worth adding to your collection. There's funky nothingness. I'm a Rolling Stone, which is seems to be a cover of Hicks and West, is what it says. Chungo's Revenge, Basement Jam. Hopefully you can see that. There's this 1970 recording plant mix. I love this. Charlena, which is one of my favorite Zappa songs. But then the album ends with this really jam that I like, and it's called Twinkle Tits. You must be 18 and older to watch this Prog Hat video. Just going to add that in there. But yeah, this record is so good. I'm surprised that whoever owned it also turned it in with a very nice booklet, which I haven't got to look at. There's Frank Zappa right there. I'm a big fan of Frank Zappa's guitar playing. I really am. I think the guy was a genius. A lot of this stuff too is probably has, maybe it has been on other Zappa releases. Here's a really cool photo. I don't know. I haven't got a chance to read the booklet. I first saw this being shown by Michael P. Dawson on his channel, and thought, man, I gotta get me a copy of that. So one day I was at my record store, and there it was, a used copy. And like I said, I was surprised that someone already had given it up. But we do what we got to do. So folks, that's my video. This time around, some recent pickups. I want to say thank you, and I appreciate the support out there. Take care, and I hope you have a great upcoming week, and we'll talk to you soon.